This is Kathy Moore, and I am with Rock All Photography Music Magazine, and I am here with Matt James from Blacktop Mojo, one of my favorite bands. So I'm really excited to talk to you. And you guys have just had such a huge year or two, huge festivals and headline tours and touring with some major artists, and you've just really done so many great things, and more is coming up. So at what point did you kind of sit back and say, wow, I'm a rock star, this is happening for me?
I don't think I've ever sat back and thought that. We're very fortunate for the opportunities that have been coming our way, and hopefully we've been capitalizing on them, and they keep coming.
Yeah. Well, you're going on Shiprocked.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to be there.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
To have a drink.
Definitely. Yeah. It's such a fun thing. And the great thing about Shiprocked is, it's a family. Like, once you get to know those people, the people that go on the ship are they go every year. And it really becomes a family. They'll become great supporters. They'll become, great fans. And I think it'll be a really, really great thing for you guys.
Yeah, we've heard nothing but good things about Shiprocked, and we're really excited that we got added on.
Yeah, me too. I was really excited. So you guys have been touring kind of nonstop this year. How have you been holding up?
Been holding up pretty good. Actually just kind of got finished up with all that, and are transitioning into working on our third album.
Right.
We've been cutting demos and stuff at our little home studio that we got back in Palestine, and we're pretty excited. We're probably going to work on that through the rest of the holidays.
Right. So, let's talk a little bit about that album, because that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. You're doing a pledge campaign.
We are.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going good so far. I think we're about 70% of the way to our goal so far.
Okay.
So,
and you have about a month left?
Yeah, a little less than a month, I think, today.
Okay. And what made you kind of decide to go that route?
Well, we did the pledge music for the first record. Mm-hmm. I mean, the last record. Mm-hmm. Pardon me, the Burn the Ships album, mm-hmm. and it went really well, and actually got us out to some more people that we weren't interacting with before, or like hadn't heard of our music and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it allowed us to make that record. So we thought, why not do it again and stay independent for now, and see what comes up.
Is that important to you, to stay independent as long as possible, or?
I think just for the last record especially, I don't think we felt like we had any kind of bargaining chip or anything to really bring to the table for a label, other than kind of signing our whole life away,
Right. Yeah.
And then we also were pretty green in the ways of like how record deals work, and how radio singles work and all that kind of stuff that you have to do to get your music out there. So what better way to learn it than to do it yourself,
Right. And it was a brilliant album. I loved it.
Thank you.
And so what do you think
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say, if the right opportunity came up with the right label and everything, we're not opposed, to working with the label. But right now we're just doing it ourselves.
Have you had any kind of nibbles in that direction?
None that we're allowed to really
talk about. Yeah. Yeah. So,
not yet.
How do you think you guys have grown and changed from the last record to this record?
I think we're all really a lot more solidified in our roles in the band. Everybody's kind of been. We're also a lot more solidified in playing with each other. So, when we get in the room and try to write things, they seem to come out a lot faster than they did on the second record, and come together a lot more quickly. We're a lot less green in the studio, so when we're getting in there, we can all really work together and collaborate and really get stuff done.
Yeah. Are you going to have a single soon for this third album, or that'll come after the pledge campaign, or how does that work exactly?
Well, we'll finish up the pledge campaign, and that'll allow us to have the money to make the record, basically. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go record it, over the holidays. And our goal is to have our first single out by January. So by end of January, probably early February, something like that.
Oh, good. So you can play it on Shiprocked.
Yeah.
And I can be one of the first people to hear it.
You can.
Yes.
You can. We've actually been testing out a lot of new songs live here recently, so we'll probably work on that. And I think we're only playing acoustic on Shiprocked, but so like we'll have to do some kind of unplugged version of it for you.
I kind of wondered if you guys, so I don't know how much you know about Shiprocked, and they probably don't know all this yet, and maybe they do, and you don't have to answer, but they always have a pre-party, like a Shiprocked pre-party. It's sponsored by the cruise, and they have a couple of the bands that are usually on the ship that will play, and sometimes they're acoustic sets, sometimes they're full sets. And because you guys are Texans and we're going out of Galveston, I kind of wondered if you would, if they would have asked you to do any of the pre-party stuff.
Not that I'm aware of yet, but who knows? It's in June.
Yeah.
We got time still.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Although somebody said it was only like 13 Saturdays away.
That makes you sound a lot closer.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, wow, I got to start packing.
Right? We're going to be late.
Exactly. Oh, man. So you've already started writing songs. What is there, like a theme coming out, or will we have some of the same kind of vibes as the first or as the last album, or are you going to try something, anything different? Like, what can we expect from this one?
I think we're definitely trying some new stuff, but I think there's a lot of the same kind of groovy, heavy rock, that we had on the last one, and we're trying some different stuff, trying to get some different sounds and stuff, but it'll still be Blacktop Mojo, We're not going pop or anything like that.
Good. Good. Well, because
not transitioning into EDM,
That's good. Somehow I can't quite see you guys doing that, but a lot of times bands, when they do, when they start to get a little bit more popular, then it's sort of like, okay, they kind of look at, what will go on the radio, and not that you guys' stuff isn't radio friendly, it totally is, but I sometimes get disappointed where it's like, well, they kind of lost their original sound, and I really miss that with some of the bands. And I just think you guys have such a unique sound, and your voice is, it's just so great and so unique, and I just love it so much, and so I think you guys have a lot to offer by just kind of keeping your style and your sound.
I think it's definitely is still our style for sure. I don't think we know how to do anything else.
Yeah, and I love it.
I say that, but wait till the fourth record, and then
you'll be
gonna screw it all up.
Then you'll be EDM on the fourth record. We'll just wait till that.
Exactly.
So how do you get inspired? Like when you're getting ready to sit down and have a session with the guys, and you're going to do some writing or some jamming, like what inspires you?
A lot of times it's just stuff that lyric-wise. I'm not a huge part of writing the music parts of it. I mean, those guys, they know what they're doing, so I don't really tend to tell them what to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody gets together and they do their thing, and we hash it out, and then usually, like lyrically, it'll be something that I've had written down or for a while, and then it'll just kind of click in that moment, like, oh man, that right there really fits with this music or this groove or whatever. What
comes first, the music or lyrics usually? Do you usually write the lyrics and they kind of hear it in their heads of what the music might sound like, or does it kind of usually go the other way?
Usually they write music, and then I'll have lyrics written already, and then I'll say them, and then yelling over top of it in our rehearsal room, and then it'll kind of look at them all, and they'll be like, yeah, man, that fits, that's good,
I just feel like you guys have such good chemistry, like whether it's what comes through in the albums or live. Like I love watching you guys live. You can tell that you're a tight-knit group, that you're friends, that you just work really well together. I know that you guys, you live together, right? Or don't you stay together?
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
We all live in the same house.
Yeah. And so how do you keep that relationship going? Like, it can be tough. I don't like to live with my own child, let alone a bunch of other guys.
Right. No, I mean, I think it makes it easy. I've had that same kind of problem like you're talking about. Like, sometimes you don't even like living with your own family.
Yeah.
But in this family's case, we all want the exact same thing. So there's something that, no matter what kind of fight or argument or whatever might come up, it's easy to put that kind of stuff aside when there's, okay, hey, well, how do we get past this to get back to what we're working for?
Right.
So,
right, which is ultimately the music.
It's like it's being married to 5 or 6 other people,
Which is terrible because it's hard enough to be married to one person.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Trust me on this one.
Yeah.
So you guys have played this year. You've played little venues. I saw you in Chicago at a little venue. You've played big festivals. Like, didn't you just play Aftershock? Was that where you just were?
Rock Allegiance.
Rock Allegiance. Yeah. New Jersey, right. Do you have a preference? Do you like one over the other, or how are they different?
The energy could be a little different in like a smaller venue. I don't really have a preference. I think it's definitely easier to get a bigger crowd going, especially like at those festivals, man. Like, everybody's coming out just to rock anyway, But a lot of times in the smaller bars, people are just sometimes people are just showing up to drink. They don't even know who's playing. So to be able to try to win them over and get the energy in the room up and get everybody kind of going in the same direction is a challenge, and it's pretty fun to see it go well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because I've seen that too in some of those kind of venues I've been at, and then people kind of standing around and I'm like, you clearly don't know who they are. Go listen.
No.
And then all of a sudden they're like, wow, who are these guys? This is great.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a good tab.
I was sad that the next time I was supposed to see you was the Louisville Festival, Louder Than Life.
Oh, yeah. We were pretty bummed about that. We were going to be there the whole weekend.
I know. So. I was really bummed about it, too. I had VIP and everything, and then it was like, what? It's really sad, yeah. Is there any place that you haven't been yet that you want to go?
I'm trying to think. I'm blanking out right now, but shoot, I don't know. I've been a lot of places.
You've been a lot of places. Is it hard to kind of know where you are sometimes? Like when you're on a tour bus and you're just going from city to city, is it kind of hard to even realize where you're at?
Yeah. There's a couple times where you wake up and have to ask, we have to ask our tour manager what city we're in.
Yeah. Because you don't want to get on stage and say the wrong city.
Where are we playing tonight? I did get on the stage and say the wrong city one time with Shaman's Harvest.
You did?
I said, yeah, what did I say? I said Charlotte, but it was Charleston. So I got it. That's pretty close.
That's pretty close.
They forgave me.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure it happens. Did you like touring with the guys in Shaman's Harvest? They were on Shiprocked last year, I think.
Oh yeah, man. Those guys are really cool.
They seem like your type of guys.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And so this new album, you have any thoughts on a title yet, or that has to come way later?
The working title right now is just Mojo 3. We don't have an official title yet.
Which is like what those T-shirts are for some of the pledge stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yep.
They just say, I made number 3.
Yep. And I love it. I pledged the liner notes pledge.
Thank you.
I am very
much.
And I shared it on the Shiprocked page today to see if we could get some of those, because like I said, they're a really, really tight-knit group of people that really support music. So it's really an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, we're winding down. We're going to have some more cool things. Like we did a cover of Changes by Black Sabbath the other day. It's going to be should be downloadable. I think if it's not, we'll fix it.
It is.
But,
I
okay.
downloaded it. I heard it.
Okay.
So you do a lot of covers, and
we'll be doing more of those for sure, though, for the pledge campaign and putting them out there.
You could do a whole.
If the campaign clones down.
Yeah, you could do a whole CD of covers. I mean, what attracted me to you guys in the first place? Because I write a lot of album reviews, I do a lot of band interviews, and I work a lot with
Sure.
Tom George, and he's like, we got this band. I'm like, okay, another band, and they did a Dream On cover, and I'm like, oh please, there's nobody that can do Dream On better than Aerosmith, but fine, I'll listen, and I was blown away. I'm not even kidding. I just was like, are you kidding me? I got to know more about these guys. So good.
Right.
And then some of the other covers you guys have had out have been so amazing, like better than the originals. I'm not even joking. What makes you want to do that?
Well, we started out playing covers kind of as a kind of a country cover band. We were playing a lot of different stuff in bars. I mean, that was the only way we could get gigs.
Yeah.
Was to just kind of play covers, and you play 4 or 5 hour sets every night, or not every night, but every weekend when everybody got off of work. And that's just kind of how we started out. And I'm a big fan of a lot of bands, like anybody else. So I mean, I think it's fun to be able to sing those songs and kind of do our own thing with them, and it's fun to sing a song that everybody knows and that everybody can kind of sing along with too.
Yeah. Yep.
When they're not technically that familiar with your stuff.
Right. Yep.
So.
That is a good way to kind of lure people in. And I think the Dream On thing did that a lot. Once that kind of started circulating, people started to say, oh, okay, wait a minute, let's check out more of their stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep. So, all right. Well, listen, Matt, I know you got a busy life and lots of things going on. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Like I said, I'm a huge supporter of the band.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you on Shiprocked. Probably won't see you before then, but we'll do what we can to promote things and hopefully get you to that goal for your pledge campaign.
We appreciate it a lot. Thank you for talking to us.
No problem. We'll talk to you later, Matt.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.